Hello, greetings, word to your mother. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play some Minecraft with Etho. Today I thought we would step away from the man cave for a little bit, work on something else, head back to the stronghold over here with the Silverfish farm and the future storage room and mob systems. That's where they're going to be. And work on these for a little bit. I know I said I'm not gonna leave a lot of projects unfinished in this world, but it's happening, and deal with it, because that's just the way I am. But I think we're doing better with this world than the old one. At least we are actually finishing things. Like, we started that mini storage room and finished it all in one shot, which is good. Now, with this silverfish farm, the reason we kind of stepped away from this project for a little while, you see this room up here? This is basically right at this level, and in this position here is where our future mob system and storage room is going to be. This is like the level that the floor will be at, pretty much. Hovering just a little bit above the silverfish spawner here. So that will be active and hidden away in the basement somewhere. And we're going to have a mob system in the middle of the storage room like I like to do. Now what I did, you see this little hidey thing here? Basically I sealed myself in for 30 minutes or so. Came back and I was just checking to see if the silverfish farm here is stable. And it's not. It'll run for about 20 minutes or so, fine, but then it jams up generally. So it needs to be redone. The way I got it built right now is technically correct. The problem comes with the silverfish glitching through blocks. Like when this piston goes up, they will sometimes not go up with the block. They'll get stuck inside it and suffocate and go places where they don't belong. So we're gonna rebuild it exactly the same. This spawning room and that can all stay, but this part here, all this stuff needs to be moved. We're gonna rebuild it the same though. Whoop. Something on fire. Gonna rebuild it the same, except instead of having a piston push them up from below, we're gonna have a piston push them from the side so that they won't be forced down by gravity, which is, I think, the main culprit behind the problem of them glitching through blocks. And instead of having a drop like I have here, we'll just have it all flat, I think, and not have a water stream pushing them, and see if that works out better. So off I go, and I'll work on that a little bit. Okay, so before I had the silverfish fall down and they would enter the side of the block of the stone over there. The new plan is to basically move everything over 2 blocks to the right here. And instead of entering the stone from the side, they will enter it from on top. So right where this cobble is where they'll enter the block, and they'll just free roam on this part here. There'll be no water stream. And then when they enter there, this piston will push out sideways and prevent any more from being able to enter the stone before it's ready. That's the general plan. So basically I gotta move everything over 2 blocks. And since there's no easy way to do that in Minecraft, I gotta tear it all down and rebuild it. Fun. Okay, so here's a little bit of an update on the progress. This is about an hour later. Not as much done on it as I would have liked in this amount of time, but the thing is I built it once already and had to tear it out again, because the piston that pushes the silverfish out of the way was right next to the bud switch. So every time it would do that, it would update the bud switch, which was a mistake. Now, this time I built it, I made sure that wouldn't be a problem. This is in a place where it won't cause this to update. So that's basically where we're at right now. It's working good. I'm really happy with this setup. This little section here is the bud switch. Piston extends, block comes out, powers this wire, goes to one torch, then to repeater, powers this block here, which is diagonal of the piston. So that's a pretty compact one. I'm happy with that. And then it goes over here as well, branches this way. This goes to the cobble or the smooth stone generator. And the wire is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 long. So we don't need it to stick a repeater in, which is good. It'll be fast. Not that that matters much. So the only thing we need to add yet is the delay. This wire here needs to branch off again to a delay and then go to this piston. And that delay needs to be long enough to give time for smooth stone to generate. And that's all there will be to this. And I think it's going to work. Pretty confident about this. I hope it does, because I don't want to rebuild this another time. I've probably done that at least 10 times total now with this thing. So I would like to get it working finally. Alright, it's finished. Got it done. And then I tested it out afterwards too, and I filled up this entire room with silverfish, so that's over 150. No problem at all. Didn't jam up once, so I'm really happy with it so far. I think it's stable, and we can finally assume that we won't need to adjust it anymore in the future. I'm hoping. Oh, dang it. No, I did it. I did it. What the? Where'd my ender pearl go? Must have hit a silverfish. Right here, I must be on a region border. It lags every time I walk across that border, pretty much. You see that? Every time I go across. Almost. Almost. Try it again. Yeah. So this killing room, like I said before, is not finalized. We will do something a little bit more fancy in the future. But for right now, it does the job. Oh, we still got a few more, don't we? Come on, come on. Oh well. Okay, let's do it. Poisoned. I got hit too. Only 11 seconds worth for me. And then damage. Will it kill them all? Will it kill me? Whoa. Oh, now they came out. You see that? Yeah, it's quite a bit of XP just from that little amount. Oh. Okay, so let me clean up these guys and I'll show you the final system here. Alright, so we can see it up and running here. I had to go away for a little bit and stood next to it for a few minutes again. That whole room filled up. No problem, no jams. So that's about 400 or so silverfish it's gone through without any problems so far. So I think we have it working stable finally. I'm very happy about that. I did go with a water stream here after all, just because it seems to help to get them to that point there a little quicker than if they're free roaming on that area there. Or so it seems. I don't know. I might play around with that yet. That sandstone block there, we can probably lower the timing a bit to make this even quicker. Basically, it just needs to stay out long enough to give the smooth stone time to generate. So we could probably cut that time it's extended at least in half, if I was to guess. But I will have to tinker with that. I'm all out of food. Gotta go get some more. This wiring, nothing changed except I added, like I said I was going to, the timer here. Branches off over here. This repeater prevents it, prevents current from over here from flowing back to the smooth stone generator. And then we got our pulse extender. This is a T flip-flop. No, not a T flip-flop. RS NOR latch. This is a delay over here. Wraps around, goes to this, and that switches the RS NOR latch again. But it also branches off over here and goes to the top. So this is the same as that pulse extender I showed a few episodes ago, where there's no wait time afterwards, and it doubles up the length of the repeaters. And basically this just connects to the piston up here. So that's all there is to it. And I guess we'll just have to watch it over time and see how it does. This room over here, I'll probably make, instead of making it spread out horizontally like this, I'll probably have a smart piston push these blocks up 6 blocks, and then we'll push that column to the left or something, and then have that all push over this ways. So it should make a 6 high, maybe 12 by 12 thing of blocks. I'll have to do the math and figure out. Maybe I need 7 high. Can't remember. To get the amount I want. And beyond this, I think we're going to play around with the mob system and see how that goes. I'm going to use the same design I used on the Minecraft server. As far as efficiency and ease of build and all that goes, I think it's probably one of the best options. I don't want to use one of those mob systems where the water flows over the pads, because that causes an extreme amount of lag. Even though it's probably a little bit quicker, I'm going to try avoid using something like that. I've been listening at this level here, and you can just barely hear the pistons and the silverfish noises, so this is going to work out really well. We won't have that annoying noise, or it won't be very noticeable anyway, when we build our storage room up here. That stuff will be happening in the basement, out of sight, out of mind, which is kind of the idea. And at that level there, we're far enough away from these silverfish that they can enter the block, because if you get too close to them, then they track you and they won't enter stone blocks until you're about, I think, like 8 blocks away from them or something. I don't know for sure. So that's fine, but we're also very close to the spawner, because it is, I think, at this height here, right in the middle there. So we can walk quite a ways away from this middle and still have silverfish spawning. Like if we're over here, they'll probably still be spawning anywhere in this room, actually. I think we would be in range. So this is going to turn out pretty good once it's all said and done. We're going to head to the end and finish leveling up to level 50, do an enchantment, and then I don't know. Actually, you know what I wanted to show you too? If you notice my pick disappear in this episode, it's because I've been doing some demolishing, taking the stronghold down, harvesting the mossy blocks and the cracked ones before The silverfish destroy them all. Looks pretty cool. Apparently, I wasn't here before. This must have been hidden, because I found a chest with stuff in. Yeah, over here there was a staircase that went down. That's all gone. What was that? There's a lot of slimes around this area too. And that's about as far as I made it, so I'll probably keep demolishing it. I don't know. If we're building a base here, we don't really want this here anyway. And it's good to get the blocks from it. And it looks kind of cool, even with all the good blocks gone. It's really open now. Alright, we got the 50. Hoping to get something with efficiency and unbreaking. And we got just that. Beautiful. So that'll keep me going for a while again. I guess now, I think what we'll do is we'll go to a creative world and just build the mob system and maybe stress test it a little bit. I don't really have MC Edit working, so I can't build a full one in a flat world or anything like that, like I wanted to before. But we can play around with it a little bit, get it fresh in mind. So off we go. Yeah, so we're in a creative world right now in a super flat, and I just want to build like one layer of the mob system to get it fresh in mind and to show you guys how to do it in case you want to copy it, and to run a few tests on it as well afterwards. So basically there's these 3x3 pads. They're very small. And one more there. You start with like a big flat thing like this. And I think in total there was 12 pads. Yeah, it goes like that. So there's no signs involved with this mob system. There's no pistons or anything fancy like that. It's pretty bare bone, much like the old school mob systems I used to build. I always built the 6x6 pad ones, but this one has even smaller ones, 3x3, to decrease the amount of time the mobs need to wander to fall into water. And it seems to work pretty good. So let's see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, 8 blocks from the middle. The water ends just short of that. And I don't think there was water on this side of the pad. I think it went from there, the next one. Let's try this. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I think that's what it was. We'll extend this out. Put another stream. Yeah, so this corner one, it merges with that. And the mobs keep getting pushed that way. So it's like that. And we'll probably build this pretty quick in the world. It'll be, I think, about 30 blocks or so above the end portal in the stronghold area there. We'll kill the mobs by dropping them. I might set up EMP units. I kind of have a plan with that. Yeah, that's really simple. And then you don't need that. Don't know what kind of block I should build it out of. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I was almost thinking of doing like half slabs on the sides too to make it look cooler, but I'm not sure if letting in that faint lighting will cause any problems. Goes like that. I think I covered above that actually, yeah. Yeah, something like that. And then the walls would go up 2 blocks, and then the next layer would be above that. I think. No, wait. These pads need to go up 2 blocks so that the mobs can't hop back up. So the next layer would be over here. And I believe I put half slabs. Let's see, where are our wooden ones? Right there. Yeah, I put half slabs over here. I don't know if I'm going to do it that way, because another thing I could do is do like an upside down half slab here, and then spiders. No, that won't work, because if a spider tries to spawn over here, they'll be able to if there's no half slab. So I guess we do need it. I'm going to do a little bit more work here off camera, and then we'll run some tests. Yeah, so that's what one layer looks like. It's all enclosed now. Each layer is 5 blocks tall. And I just did the top out of glass here so we could see inside, but you would do it out of some solid block. And in my LP world, I'm guessing I'll start it at about Y40 or so and go all the way up to Y128 or so. It'll be, I think, about 16 layers total, which is, I figured out with these 12 pads, 12 times 8 is 96, and if we do 16 layers, 16 times 96 is 1,536. So that's quite a bit of spawning space. I think it'll be sufficient. Whatever block I do choose to build this out of, I gotta choose something where I can get a lot of it quickly. Oh, I missed a spot. So, like wooden planks is obviously easy to get. Any type of wood is pretty easy. Stone is really easy to get, like stone bricks, cobblestone, regular stone. But things like wool or sandstone, brick, those type of blocks, not really ideal for this. And since like a lot of it's going to be underground, it doesn't really matter too much what it looks like either. But, or maybe we could do sandstone if it's a mix of sandstone and something else that's not too tough to get. I don't know. I would like it to look good. Maybe not all one type of block like this or one plain pattern. And I also wanted to try spawn some mobs on here and see how they react, how quickly they fall in the water. They're going to behave just like they would in survival if I was out of the area and they weren't targeting me. The big thing is that they don't stay on the pads for too long, like that guy over there. Oh, don't blow up. If they did that, their idle timer would kick in and then they would get stuck on the pad until they despawned. They wouldn't walk off if they linger too long. That's one of the reasons I want the pad so small here. But overall, it seems like they're wandering off pretty quick. And this thing will spawn zombies, skeletons, and creepers only. These half slabs in the middle prevent spiders from spawning. And it's only too high in here, so Endermen won't spawn either. We don't need Endermen in the main world in our LP because we have the Enderman trap. And I'm also watching this thing here. This is something else I wanted to check out that I couldn't really do on the Minecraft server is if we got a lot of mobs in here, if the middle will jam up, if they'll prevent each other from going down completely or not. Seems like they're getting in each other's way, but they're still falling down, so that's good. I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah, they're still falling down. That's okay. So this should work out pretty good. And on Minecraft, it took me about 2 or 3 hours to build that big thing. That was without any materials. I had to grow tons of trees and stuff too, and harvest that. In my LP world, I got a lot of materials, so I think it'll go fairly quick. And there's no pistons or anything, so it's very cheap. And shouldn't cause too much lag either because there's no water currents being made or pistons moving or anything like that. So it should be good. Anyway, I'm going to get going here. I was supposed to record this a few hours ago, but I ended up playing Dwarves versus Zombies with Paz and Tom and Rob and all those guys. We're very addicted to that game. And I was supposed to do my taxes tonight and everything too, and I never did. So, have to do it another night. But we did record tonight, us playing that, so we'll probably both be releasing videos pretty quick of it. And I think you guys will like it. It's a very cool game. I love playing it. It's like a mod for, like a bucket mod for Minecraft. And it's pretty cool. But that's it for me for today. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you again next time.